Okay, that's really hard to do. Anyway, I love these pants. Hi guys. We're playing some Minecraft. Playing around with quantum leggings. I love them. Yeah. So, let's see what we have to do today. Actually, before we even get to this, you might notice, if you were observing keenly, that I've changed my upload schedule a little bit. The previous episode went up last night. So I'm trying to, like I said, I wanted to reduce the time between recording and upload. So what I'm going to try to do is record an episode in the evening, edit it, upload it, and then during the night and the next day until I record the next one will be all time to get feedback on that and read comments and things like that. So that's how that's going to go. I'm going to try to record some more waking up right after this. I don't know, yeah, no promises that'll go up tomorrow, but if we're lucky it will. But yeah, Feed the Beast will be in the evening. Other stuff will be in the morning the next day after it's recorded, is what I'm thinking. Anyway, so I've done some stuff off camera since last time we were here. Yeah, that's to remind me that, yeah, we got our power room mostly automated. It was actually turned out to be simpler than I expected. But yeah, let's see. I'll walk you through it. I took these two engines that were originally powering the magma crucible, reoriented them, and pointed them into a gold conductive pipe. The reason I chose gold is because it's less lossy. A stone conductive pipe can, yeah, carry MJ around, but it loses... I forget exactly how much it is. It's either 1 MJ or 0.1 MJ per pipe that it travels through, but with a gold pipe it's only 0.01 MJ, so it's much closer to lossless. So yeah, I got those two engines, that biogas engines that were previously powering the magma crucible, going into these pipes. Added a third one just for a little more power, and ooh, look, that's full. Cool. So what is happening here is this power goes over here and powers up all of these machines. So everything that takes MJ is powered by this. I had had to make it a little bit messy. I am starting to think I don't want a wall around this at all, just because it's going to be too hard to navigate around, because we have a bunch of space constraints here. Because the fermenter in particular, it needs an input of water, an input of something to ferment, which, oh my, it's run out. Okay, well, let's give it a little more sugarcane. I've been doing sugarcane. Saplings are the best thing, but I don't have enough of them. So I've just trimmed my sugarcane farm every once in a while and stick those into it. Yeah, so now that that's fed, we'll keep talking about this. Yeah, so this powers every machine in here. Yeah, I was saying, right, it needs an input of water, an input of something to ferment, an input of power, and an output of liquid, so, biomass. So that's 4 sides that are already occupied by it. So there's no way that I could have it, you know, flush against a wall here with nothing else sticking out. So I'm just going to deal with this. It's a little uglier, but yeah, easier to access stuff. And, you know, it's not too bad. Rolling machine is not on the grid just because it'll continuously consume MJ even if it doesn't have any work to do. Actually, since I'm looking at the rolling machine, let's take a detour and do this. It's real quick. I did figure out the logic behind how it crafts things, so let's do this. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and get it powered up. So here is how it works. Let's tell it to make some standard rails. So that's the recipe. It will not make them unless I click here. However, that's not entirely true, because what it does is it tries to preserve this recipe. So if I put 3 more steel ingots right here, it will make them. I didn't have to click that. And it'll make another one after that, but then it'll stop because it would run out of materials in its crafting recipe otherwise. So the auto crafting table works kind of similarly. We might get to doing something with that this episode. I'm planning to if I can get to it. But yeah, so it'll just power up, and I have to tell it to make the very last one, but I don't have to tell it if it has enough materials to make at least one more. So that's not so bad. That's not as annoying as I thought. Because yeah, for automation that'd be terrible. You'd have to click on this to get it to do anything. Anyway, that's the rolling machine. Right, so back to our power room. Yeah, so MJ goes to everything that needs it. Had to get a little bit tricky around the fermenter, but it works. Centrifuge moved up a bit. Oh, cool. We got some stuff. In addition to moving power around, this is what a redstone engine looks like when it's fully warmed up. Kind of looks like it's going to explode, but they don't ever explode unless they're powering nothing for a very long time, and they only have a tiny explosion apparently that almost does no damage. Anyway, so this redstone engine is pumping biomass out of here, almost said biofuel, as fast as it's produced. So you can see the biomass coming out, and it just goes along this duct, which leads to many different places. Has an intersection here where some of it can go into the still if the still is not full, which it is. Okay, so that'll accept more now. And continues along. Sandstone pipes just so it doesn't connect to either of these machines. Not that it could, because those... Oh, well, that one takes liquid. So anyway, then it goes down in here. So this is a little hard to see, but it connects to this tank, which is also full. And if it decides not to go in the tank, which it will because the tank is full, it continues and goes into these 3 biogas engines. Huh. Must prioritize the closer ones higher. Okay, I guess that makes sense, yeah, because it has a chance to go by here, then a chance to go by here, and then if it makes it all the way here, it'll go into this engine. So this one won't be fueled as much as the others. Interesting. Might have to do something about that. But anyway, yeah, so that keeps these guys running, and they power the fermenter, which gives them more fuel to run. So they also power the magma crucible here, which powers our geothermal generator. Right, so we have our still accepting biomass. I have another redstone engine down here. Okay, this is getting really hard to see. Maybe I can dig down here and show this a little bit. Yeah. So we have another pipe coming out the bottom of the still. What the... Oh, yeah, it's connecting. You can just barely see. Well, you really can't. Yeah, connecting to the aqueous accumulator, but it's not going to do anything bad with that. Yeah, that's pumping biofuel out as soon as it's produced, which goes along here and can go into the tank if it's not full, which it isn't. If the tank is full or it decides to go this direction, it will continue along to... bouncing blocks like this. Boing, boing, boing. It came back to me. That was awesome. Continues along and goes into our 2 biogenerators. So they're burning through it as soon as they get a tiny little sip of it, because our MFSU isn't fully charged up. But yeah, that's how that all works, and it's very satisfactory. The only bit of manual maintenance I have to do right now is to keep on giving the fermenter things to ferment, and I'm going to have to refill this compost on occasion ideally with mulch, and I think that brings us to the next item on our list. Yes, it does. So I figured out how to use the moistener, gave it a sort of cheaty dark spot here. It's kind of weird. Like if I put a slab directly on top of it, it's not satisfied with having its own block dark. It has to have the one above it dark too. But anyway, so this thing is happy. Turns out what I was doing wrong is, yes, I had to give it a recipe. It will make 3 different things. You can make moss stone from cobblestone, you can make mycelium from seeds, and you can make mossy stone bricks from stone bricks. So I just have it making moss stone right now. So I've got some mulch here. Let's give it some wheat and see what it does with it. Okay, so it put all of it into that slot. And yeah, so this is moistening. And it goes in here, then cycles it back into its other input slots. So this wheat has gotten a little bit moldy. Let's actually pull this out so we can see it process the moldy wheat. So this goes here. Then it takes the freshest one from here. Ooh, that's slowing down. And okay, now it's decaying wheat. So we want to get that into our thing. Once decaying wheat has been moistened, it will turn into... Interesting. So each one is slower, so I guess it does more, moistens the thing more. It turned into mulch. And, okay, we had two in the system. So mulch is here. Let's see what this does. I believe... Yeah, okay. So the mulch gets moved up here. Now, from what I hear, if I try to pipe items out of this, the only things that will come out are mulch and moistened items. So that'll be smart. And if I pipe items into it, it'll just give me it'll just give it the wheat or any of these stages of decay. So that's handy. So yeah, I want to automate that to put wheat into it and get mulch out of it and pipe the mulch into the fermenter. Now, it's not going to take a whole lot. I probably don't have to run this thing all the time because it's actually pretty speedy at producing mulch, much faster than the fermenter will actually process it. But yeah, that's how we will produce things to put in there. Compost, I probably didn't actually show myself crafting this. Oh, that's the wrong thing. R. You can make it with 4 wheat and a piece of dirt. Oh, I guess that's not much less efficient than turning the wheat into mulch and a moistener, but, well, you get a bonus material and don't have to use dirt. Or you can use ash, which comes from our peat engines. That's what I've been doing with my ash because I don't have propolis for bituminous peat. And I don't need it that much because a peat engine running on bituminous peat only puts out 2 MJ per tick, whereas the biogas engines do 5 on biomass. So those are kind of better. But those are easiest to manage when they're on the grid like this. So when I'm piping fuel to them, peat engines I'm thinking will be the sort of mobile ones. Like if I want to power something outside, I'll take one of those. And once I have a good beekeeping system up for getting propolis, we can be using bituminous peat in there and doubling our power. So, yeah, I'm very happy with this. All we need is a solution for, right, we got to hook our moistener up to the fermenter to keep it supplied with this stuff. And, of course, I guess we have to supply our moistener with something. And also supply the fermenter with something to ferment. That's our biggest bottleneck, and I'm not sure what to do about that just yet. Until I have an automated tree farm, I think I'm just going to be supplying it manually. Or automated sugar cane farm, automated wheat farm, things like that. So, yeah, we'll figure that out as we go along. So, next item. I just want to get this out of my inventory. We did that. Next item is I want to move some villagers around. So I have dug... Okay, yeah, so I replaced the wooden doors in this place with trapdoors, which work just about as well. They don't block skeletons from shooting at me from outside, but that's a rare occurrence. So, and well, this is walled off, so it won't be a problem here. I want to make extra sure no mobs spawn up here. It's probably light enough, but extra safety can't hurt. So, this guy, we can just let him out. Make sure he can't get out. You're free. Do what you want. So, do what you want as long as you don't go down here. Yeah, let's close this off. So, he has a partner down here. A future partner. I dug this little minecart track. My home's very close to the zombie spawner where I have another villager trapped. And I don't think I've shown this guy. He's a beekeeper. He gives me proven frames, which are excellent. Those last more than twice as long as the the impregnated frames, which I can make, which themselves last about twice as long as the untreated ones. So let's just see if I can get him like this. Nope. All right, so let's get into that minecart. Get into that minecart. Break the minecart? Okay. He can go up there. There's no harm in that. So, let's try this again. Get in the minecart and go. 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 Here he goes. So he goes up. And I have stairs up there to prevent him from going back, but also not so he doesn't take damage when he goes through them. And he's in there. Okay, so now I need to get out. I'm going to do it like this. Whoa, whoa, don't jump in my hole. Okay, cool. So those guys are together. Now we need to give them... Here, let me just... There, that's adequately blocked off for now. There he is. Thought it disappeared on me. All right, so now... yeah, I'll just fly over. I don't want to be opening that and have them wandering through. They don't know how to open trapdoors, so they're stuck in there. So now we need to tell them to breed. And I actually need more doors than that, because we have 2 there. it's approximately 3 doors per villager. So we need 2 more doors. 2 more doors. Yep. And we just need to put them in a place where they'll be recognized as a building. I believe all we need for that is... There's a bunch of different ways to do it, but this is a simple, easy one. 1 more block. That's so ugly, but we're going to be tearing it down very shortly. So, this, as far as they're concerned, is a building with 8 doors. Oh, need 9 doors. Okay. Make it even uglier. Yep. So they're going in because it's nighttime. And with that many doors, they should decide to breed. So, I want to breed these guys up and get at least 1 more villager. Then we can put him up top, up above this somewhere. Or maybe even at this level, have our trading post down below. But yeah, need a villager up top with 6 doors. Then a breeding cell down below where villagers will see... think they're part of a breeding, part of a village, and will breed up. Then below that, we'll put some, oh, 1 second. Wrong number. Alright, so, yeah, these guys should eventually breed. I don't need to supervise them the whole time. I'll just come back and see if there are any little children running around later. So, actually, thought I saw something down there. Nope. So they should be fine there. Yeah, just have to leave them to do their thing. So, that's that. Next thing I want to do, you know, I'm gonna go out of order a little bit. So, since we were talking about rails, I want to see what I can do to automate crafting of wooden ties. So, first thing I want to try is to see if a turtle can pull creosote oil out of a coke oven. I suspect they cannot. Yeah, that has plenty of oil in it, so we're going to put this in here. Lua. Turtle.place. Okay, that's what I thought. So that's not going to be able to pull creosote oil out of there. Yeah, it's kind of weird how you can pick up water with a bucket like that, but if it's in a container like this, I think it doesn't work at all. And there's no command to like turtle.interact or anything. Now, there are some items in red power. Let's see, I don't know, I think deployer might be what I want. I don't know how these things work, but we're going to try them. I might have completely the wrong machine here, but let's see if this will do what we want. It's either deployer or transposer, maybe? It's one of those two, but yeah, let's build one of each of these and see if we can figure out how to use them. So, need some cobblestone, looks like wood, redstone, pistons, 2 pistons, okay. Let's see if I can remember those crafting recipes just from that quick look at them. Iron. And our lovely project table with a piston plan. And I almost have enough piston materials as it is. I can just leave that there and make some planks. Need a bunch. Okay, so we'll move 2 pistons. Oh. More iron. 2 pistons. And how was that? So we had a piston here. If I remember, I think the transposer was not like that. It was like this with where's my dang it. Yeah, I will use the project table for this. Okay, so no, like this. My memory's not super great for this stuff, but yeah, okay, so that's transposer. Let's see if we can remember the other one. Nah, I really can't. I know it was... Let's see, I remember this much, but something goes in here. Maybe it's iron? Nope. Maybe it's wood? Nope. Okay, I don't know what that was. So, deployer... A chest. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have remembered that. Okay, a chest. And yes, I do actually have a chest in here, as I realized reviewing that video. What are you guys up to? Have you mated? You have not. Let's see, I have everything right for this, right? That's 9 doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That will be counted as a building. Or 9 buildings, rather. They're open to the sky. Am I missing any details? I think that's all they need. So just I'll just give them some time. They should go into breeding mode eventually. If not, I'll add some more doors. Anyway, right, so we were building this thing with the chest. Deployer. All right, so I think one or both of those might be able to do what we want. We're going to do some experimentation and see if I'm right. So, here's a deployer. Let's try that one first. Nope, face the other way. Would I break it with a pick? Yeah. Oh, nope. Try again. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to give you a bucket and a redstone signal, and nothing. That did absolutely nothing. Let's just verify that I can pull creosote oil out of that slot. I can indeed. Okay, so maybe deployer isn't what we need. Let's try transposer. I'm really just, I'm doing a lot of guesswork here, just from stuff I've seen in other people's videos. I just vaguely am aware of, oh, you don't do anything. I can't interact with you. What? Huh. Very interesting. So that can pull out the charcoal. Okay, but I don't know how to get at this fluid. Okay, well, rather than that, we can just use a some BuildCraft pipes. That's how you're supposed to do it anyway, so let's just do it that way. So a wooden one of these was pipe waterproof. And you know what? Let's just stick it in a tank for the moment. We'll figure out where to put it from there afterward. I think what I'm going to want is... I guess I can just put this around the back. There's not a lot of room here. Okay, so... yeah, let's just try to tuck something in the back right here. So you there. Oop, you there. I need a redstone engine to power it. All right, there we go. So, and yeah, redstone engine's going to go here. Put the lever just right here. That's fine. So we want to put this thing... can I just do this? Yeah, that connects. I think it'll go into the tank. Actually, rather than going into a tank, let's try this. Let's pick up our liquid transposer. There it is. It's not doing anything here. Lose a little bit of MJ. Man, these things break slow. Okay, so we got that. So this will go into the liquid transposer. It's also going to need some MJ. I can just stick a peat engine on top of it or something, I guess. Which input is that? That's the front of it. That's not an input. Retry. So we want those two corners to be... well, we want the front to be facing the wall. So there we go. Okay, so that's red right now. We want it to be blue. Blue. And the back of it is going to be... yeah. Okay, let's see here. So can I change... can I change this to a different color? No, those... okay, those both want to be blue. Alright, there we go. Okay, so the blue side takes water and empty buckets. The red side outputs filled buckets. So, ooh, okay, I'm going to have to put my engine below it, maybe? Yeah, this will be working in a very cramped space here. Let's do this. Let's not put it on the corner. And instead, move our liquid one block farther. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm doing this right. Okay, so stone pipe, stone transport, stone conductive. Nope. I need waterproof stone. Right, you can waterproof cobblestone pipe. It's just you can't make cobblestone pipe conductive. It has to be stone pipe for that. So, here we go. So this will go into a liquid transposer with its face facing this way. Arbitrarily I choose. Okay, so blue is correct for that side. Yeah, it's this way. All right, so blue on the left, red on the right. Good. Keep that lit. And blue on the top. Nothing. I'll probably have to stick an engine down below this. We'll get to that when we get to it. So, actually, well, no. Let's get to it now. I'll take one of these since we're not rolling anything at the moment. Now, yeah, this should work. Okay, so a peat engine down here. It's a little annoying I can't access that easily, but yeah, we'll get this figured out. And yeah, let's just stick a lever right here. That'll leave that open so I can access it. All right, so we power this up. It's getting power slowly. And we want this to put its buckets into perhaps a chest. Let's see, do I want to use a chest? Yes. So this is going to be exceedingly tricky. I might not be able to do it until we get an assembly table. That takes a bunch of diamonds. So yeah, we'll talk about diamonds in a bit. But for now, let's just make a nice way to get this out of here. So there's a chest. I want an auto crafting table, which involves, I believe it's 4 wooden gears and a crafting table. That's probably too many, but whatever. 4 wooden gears, not 2. Oh, fumble. Crafting table. Yeah, so we have an auto crafting table here. This thing, we're going to give a recipe of creosote bucket, and I'm going to have to supply it with wooden slabs. That's interesting. Okay, well, I have a few here. I'm going to take those for the moment. And put this in here. Okay, so that's your recipe. Let's give it some extra slabs so it can make a few of them. So I want you to be manufacturing wooden ties for me. For some reason when I said that, I pictured a necktie made of wood. I don't know why. Anyway, so I believe the way that this works is that an auto crafting table will use the inventory of a container next to it, in this case this chest. It won't empty this creosote bucket. It will instead empty a creosote bucket placed next to it. Let's actually just try this manually once. Need another redstone engine. One moment. Since we've had to craft as many of these as we have, let's go ahead and just make a project plan for it. Or whatever these are called, a plan. Okay, so redstone engine is ours. Now, what was I doing with this? Right, so we're pumping an item out of the auto crafting table, which requires another wooden transport pipe, which is here. And let's give that a chest to go into, I suppose. Why not? Just so it doesn't go on the ground and fly all over the place. So what this should do is put this here, and this is getting messy, but oh well, that's fine. You go there, you go there. I'm starting to rethink, well, yeah, this entrance is not even usable anymore. Well, I never used it that much anyway. So, chest here. So let's just give this a test run once. So I turn this on. If I pump an item out, it should give me 1 wooden tie. And it did. Now, that bucket is empty. If I pump another out, it won't do anything because it refuses to craft it because it would consume this bucket and change its crafting recipe. So, now, the trick here is that, well, there's a couple of tricks. So we're going to have to keep it fed with wood slabs somehow. Those can come in from the top since we have room. I'll just turn this off for now. Is this one running? No, it's not. Okay, so, and we have to keep it fed with creosote buckets. Then the really tricky part here is we have to move the bucket out and back into the liquid transposer. So I did something similar in my test world. If you remember the bog earth machine, assuming you watched that ridiculous hour-and-a-half long video. Yeah, so the hard thing about that is we can't actually use redstone engines for that because they are unpredictable. Let me see if I can demonstrate the problem that I have with them that makes this impossible. So if we take these two guys, what needs to happen is we need to pump an item out, and then this needs to be in sequence. We need to pump an item out of here, which will empty this bucket. Then we need to pump the bucket out, not the full bucket, the empty one, so it has to happen after that's been crafted, and put it back into the liquid transposer. Well, we haven't even actually used this thing, so let's just do that. So here's some buckets. I'll do my demonstration in a moment. I just want to get a little bit of fluid in here. Hopefully this will even pump it out. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, so creosote oil is going in there. This has power because there's a peat engine under it. Once it gets to a bucket, it will, yep. So it filled that bucket and placed it in there. So this will be able to run now. Yeah. So, right. So back to the demonstration of the problem with redstone engines and the reason I can't use them for this. The way they're timed is kind of stupid. Ooh, I need to give them something to pump into. Oh, I'm hungry. Where's my food? The way they're timed is kind of tricky, because, yeah, like I said, the timing's very tricky there. I can't... There's no real way... There might be something with red power, but with BuildCraft, at least, I can't discriminate between full buckets and empty buckets, so it just has to... The empty bucket has to be the first thing in this slot in order to pull it out. Like, I can't just stack up a bunch of buckets and have the auto-crafting table... Well, it'll know to use the full buckets, but a BuildCraft pipe out of here will not know to take the empty buckets unless it's just the first item in there. So there's some tricky timing involved there. And yeah, the reason I can't do this with redstone engines, I assume this will be possible to demonstrate. Let's try this. I don't know if this will work. First, let's try this. Oh, turn around. Well, screw it. I'll just put you over here. Let's see if I can even make those pump when it's... no, I can't. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so the problem with these things is you can't actually time them that precisely. So I want to go this one first, then this one second. So I'll go doink, doink. You saw how that one took a little while to pump out. So they don't start as soon as you apply a redstone signal. Now, let's flip those in rapid succession. There's some situation where when you do that, it just depends on the timing. Let me try it again. Sometimes they'll... Yeah, you see there. They're going exactly at the same speed. And I definitely flipped that lever first. And they have to be pretty close in timing, because when they speed up to this speed, you know, their timing sort of changes. And the time when they speed up is based on when they're turned on. So anyway, all of those timing issues mean we can't use redstone engines reliably for this. So what we need is autarkic gates. An autarkic gate is a cool little thing you can stick onto a wooden pipe, and we can have it at regular intervals when a redstone signal is on, pump items out of the thing. More with better timing control than a redstone engine. Now the trick is we need an assembly table to make these. And yeah, a bunch of materials, ender pearls. Ooh, that's another thing. I've been hoarding my ender pearls because I'd like to make a trip to the end so I can get a whole bunch of them. We're getting kind of close. I just need to go out at night and hunt a few endermen. Like, we need enough to find a stronghold, and then up to 12 to... Or, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Yeah, up to 12 to put in the end portal. Sometimes you get Eyes of Ender in there. Anyway, but yeah. So we need... we need an assembly table, which is expensive. We've looked at this a couple of times before. It takes 5 diamonds... And we need a laser to power it, which takes another 2 diamonds. So, next 7 diamonds I get, I think, are going to go to that. Now, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about diamonds. So, I know I've waffled about this quite a lot. What's going on with these guys? They don't like each other. All right, something's going wrong with breeding. Let's give them an extra door. Maybe I miscounted, or maybe they actually do need 10 to breed. Yeah, I'll give them another door, because they really should be breeding now. It wouldn't take this long if breeding was actually working. So yeah, I might have gotten something wrong here. Move, guy. I need to put a door there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 doors. That should definitely be enough. I'm not sure what else would cause them not to breed. Anyway, so we'll just wait on those guys a little while. So, right. I have talked about trading for diamond gear and uncrafting it here for diamonds at a level cost. So yeah, I waffled about that a bunch, tried to decide whether it was too much cheating for me to actually do it. And what I've come up with now is, I'm very short on diamonds. I want to be able to do something like that. I need a way to manufacture diamonds. I can make them with UU matter, which I will do. But yeah, so what I've decided is, I will do that. I will trade with these guys to get diamond tools or armor and uncraft them. But I will not do that in combination with experience grinders. So the only time I can do that is if I've just been doing normal adventuring and built up levels like that. Experience grinders are okay for other things. I'm just setting rules for myself so I don't end up with so many diamonds that I just sort of break the game and you know, have everything and get bored. So, you know. Yeah, so experience grinder's okay. Uncrafting diamond tools okay. Both at once are not. That is the rule I'm going to play by, and I'm going to actually stick to that instead of changing my mind all the time. So, with all that said, yeah, we need an assembly table and a laser, and we need diamonds for that. So these guys need to breed. Yeah, I need to debug my breeding a bit because they're not doing it. Why are they not doing it? They should be. All right, well, I'll give them a little more time. Maybe add a few more doors here. 9 should be enough. Because, yeah, it's approximately... It's 0.35 villagers per door, and 9 doors adds up to 3 villagers. So, I don't know. Anyway. So, I don't think we're going to get through our whole to-do list today. No, we definitely aren't. That's fine. These 3 items can be saved for next time. So, the last thing I really want to do is I want Boots of the Traveler. That's the final piece of our outfit so that we can go traveling really easily and nicely. And yeah, just go find all the stuff we need. So let's do a little bit of thaumaturgy, see if we can get there. I don't think, it seems they don't show up on here. So let's just do some research and see if we can get them. So I want to start with something with Panus on it, because I assume they will have it. Got enough paper in here. Yep, okay. Got something, and it is... Oh, no, that's Tutamen. Not sure what this is going to be, so let's try some various things. Cognito. Nope. Nope. Praecantatio. Do I have any chiseled sandstone? I went through all of these items in creative mode and made a list of... Well, I made a couple of lists. I made a list of all of the ones that have one single aspect of Essentia on them, because those are really useful for transmutation, so you don't get extra stuff in there. I was once trying to transmute some copper or something, or no, I think I was trying to get iron out of my old broken gear, and I accidentally dropped one thing that had Praecantatio in it, and ended up with like 3 thaumium ingots instead of the 50 iron nuggets I was supposed to get, because it had just a little bit in there, but it transmuted it that way anyway. So yeah, making sure you get the right Essentia is very important. You can do that with... Well, there's a way... We'll stumble upon that recipe later. There's a way to fill these with single Essentia aspects. That's how you get that for items that don't have them. But like melons have Victus on them. Those are what I've been using to get copper. Previously I'd used wheat, but it has both Victus and Messis on it. Anyway, we're doing research. Nope, doesn't have any of those. Fractus, no. I don't know what this is. Metallum. Nope. Any of these? Oh, I dug out a slightly nicer chicken farm so I can actually get arrows now. I've been breeding them up slowly. These guys are not breeding. Man. Yeah, I'll debug that off camera. Yep. Got some chickens here. Ooh, quite a few. Ooh, quite a few. Yeah, time to harvest that. Anyway, alright, so this is getting a bit long. Maybe I will... I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Should I do research off camera for this? Or would you like to see it as I go? Because I could just research everything off camera and finish that. And, you know, if you want to play with Thaumcraft, you can install it yourself and play this. But I'd be happy to show you the process as we go along and all these things as we get to them. So I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments of which one is better, because I need to wrap this up. It's already 40 minutes long, just about. Yeah, we didn't even get through our whole to-do list, but these aren't related to anything else we've been doing. We'll get to them next episode, I guess. So that will have to do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.